What's going on, guys? My name is Chris Holowczyk, and it's another session of Hollow Sessions. And today's topic is staying present in danger or chaotic situations. So the inspiration of this video came the other day. I was actually working in Baltimore a couple days this week. I'm currently back in DC, and it's hard to find a place with no people. It's so densely populated here, so thankfully I found a nice baseball park to talk. But anyways, yeah, in Baltimore, it's a pretty rough place, kind of like Memphis. A lot of crime and a lot of drug use, and just any kind of petty crime or murders and stuff. It's pretty intense, and I had to work there, and I've experienced working in these kind of places from past jobs and stuff, so it's nothing new to me. I know, go during the day, don't go at night. Try to get there earlier, so you get done earlier before just say all the zombies and vampires and werewolves come out to play. I did all that. I even brought some tire pumps and patches just in case something happens. Well, as soon as I got there, probably about an hour and a half into my work, I ended up getting a flat tire, and I was in the hood. And it wasn't the best place to be stranded. And luckily I found a somewhat safe spot that was level to be able to put the truck. But it literally busted the side of the tire. The hole was unpatchable. It was a big hole on the side. It made the PSI go to 0 immediately. So it was definitely intense, and I stopped and I went to go get the tire pump. Both of my tire pumps didn't work for some reason. The one there and the one I brought just didn't work all of a sudden. And then I went to go try to change a tire. I've changed tires plenty of times on the work trucks when I'm out in the field. I've gotten used to that. Well, I was borrowing one of the trucks from the DC office, and they were missing one of the parts for the jack. And luckily I was able to get the tire down, the spare tire, with one of the sticks. I had to kind of do that, constantly twisting it, and it got it down eventually. But luckily I had a cross jack. But the problem was I was trying to get the jack up, and it kept hitting the concrete every time I was twisting. So I had to do a little baby twist here and there. And I had a coworker that I was coming, but he was about 50 minutes away. So I didn't, I was pretty much stranded there. And I was freaking out inside, but I stayed calm and try not to show any weakness at all in that situation, because that will attract the wrong people if you do that. You gotta look neutral. Don't look scared, but don't look too happy. Just, neutral is the best way to look. And luckily, thank God, nobody came up and approached me in that area, because I probably would have been toasted. Because I can't carry a firearm in Baltimore or around here. The gun laws are different than in Tennessee, so I'm pretty much, the only thing I can rely on is faith at that point. That's all I could do. I had to surrender. I had no other options at that point. I just had to trust that everything's going to be okay, when it felt like I could die at any moment there. And I just, instead of doing nothing though, I did keep trying to get that jack to go up, get the truck up slowly but surely. Eventually I finally got to the point where the jack could go up no more, and it was high up enough I could get the flat tire off and put the spare on there. However, once I did that though, I guess I didn't have the most stable spot to put the jack. The Ford Maverick isn't the best designed vehicle. It's very low to the ground, so it's very hard to find a spot to lift it, put a spare tire on there. And I know, because I've done this many times with a Ford Maverick. And as soon as I was about to start getting that flat tire off, bam, it collapsed the undercarriage where the jack was. It like just straight collapsed. And yeah, so pretty much all the work I did for like 45 minutes trying to get that jack up was for nothing. It just collapsed on me. And I had to like try to untwist it back again. And then finally my coworker got there. Ironically, he was missing parts for his jack as well, for his truck, which yeah, this might be something for that office, to a little reminder to have all the parts you need for repair in the future. I get they have a lot of different workers that use those trucks on a daily basis. It's not like the Tennessee office where I get one assigned one and I'm always on that truck. Like they swap out every day. It's a bigger office, so maybe something for them to work on. Yeah, make sure they have all the parts so next time that happens, no one's in that situation. Anyways, I got a hold of the boss too, and eventually they called a repair guy to come, tow truck, but he just, all I needed was a good jack and I could fix it myself, but he was there, so he ended up doing it. And used a company card, paid for it, and thankfully it was on. And 2 hours later, finally had a workable truck. He warned, it's a smaller spare, so not to drive more than 55 miles an hour. I had to drive all the way back to DC from Baltimore. So that, and then I still had to stay and help that coworker out, finish some stuff. So I was kind of like, had to be a little extra cautious with the truck for the rest of that work day. But yeah, the point being though is it was a very scary situation. I wasn't sure if I was gonna live through it. I know it sounds dramatic, but in that neighborhood, it was a very big possibility. Like, in those high impoverished areas with crime, like, people rob you and not even, think twice and sleep like a baby when they do it, because they're surviving. They're trying to get either, next drug fix, or, trying to get food on their table because they can't afford it. So they'll go to desperate measures in those kind of environments. And, I was facing that. And I knew that in the back of my head the whole time, but I had no choice but to stay present and surrender, trust God. And thankfully he got me out of that situation. Actually, I have a buddy who used to live in Baltimore. He met his wife there. And so he knows, he's watching. He definitely knows the environment, and probably be shocked to hear this. It's Sunday right now. I'm recording, and happened on Friday, a couple days ago. So it was definitely very, adrenaline rush of a day that day. Literally the past 2 days I've been resting. I still had to do like small jobs for the DC office, yesterday and today, but I've been, I found myself just wanting to lay in bed because that really fried my nervous system, that whole experience. And then even Wednesday working there, like, it was kind of sketchy. I eventually got out when it started getting dark. You could sense the energy was changing. It was getting a little more dangerous. Like, it just seemed like chaotic even driving through downtown during that time of night. Like, there's some kind of like little fire going on under sewers, and just people like raging and causing chaos. It felt like I was in a movie, but thankfully, all is good now. It was a lesson to learn. But it's like, I'm the kind of guy, I try to make sure I like over plan to make sure I have everything ready, and I thought I did, but even that moment, it didn't matter how much I prepared, still wasn't prepared for it. And definitely some learning lessons going forward, but also, it's those times you realize you gotta surrender and trust God. Maybe he does that to build your trust in those situations. I don't know, I may never know, but all I know is I'm thankful to be here talking to y'all. So anybody else who's going through a dangerous situation, just focus on the end goal, trust God in the moment, trust that you're gonna be okay no matter what, even if it doesn't seem like it, and you'll most likely get through it. So anybody needs to hear that, I hope this helped. Anyways, if you did enjoy this content, please do like and subscribe to my channel. It does help me get the message out to more and more people. And if you have any thoughts on this, please do leave a thought in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. Anyways, with that being said, my name is Chris Holacek, and Holla is hollowing out.